Flagstaff home. I am finally making that wreath today that I've been talking about for a while. Let me pop in a picture so you can see the idea that I got on Pinterest. So that's it. I thought that was so cute. I'm a little bit concerned about how heavy the wreath might end up being because of those terracotta pots. I mean, they're little things, but still when you get that many on there. And then I was delayed in doing this because I couldn't find the right size grapevine wreath, but I have that now and I am making this project today. So mine's gonna turn out a little bit different. I wanted mine to be more colorful, so I picked out some flowers to put on it that were a little bit brighter, different kinds of leaves, not really as muted as in the picture of what I showed you. And I just wanted it to, I don't know, I wanted it to have a more happy, bright feel to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and film parts of this for you so you can see it, and I will also link the Pinterest inspiration in the space below so you can check that out if you're interested in making the same kind of project. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I have all of my materials here for this. First of all, I have a grapevine wreath that is a, does it say? It's a 18-inch grapevine wreath. The one I had picked up that I got home and I realized was not gonna work was 14 inches. So this is 18. I think it's gonna be a really nice size for my front door. If you have a really massive front door, like in our old house, we just had this huge front door, you would need to do this on a bigger wreath. But that's what I'm using. I also picked up, now I may or may not use all of these. Oh, it just seems like these things are so huge. I got 4 of these 3-inch, is that what they're, does it say? I think they're 3-inch pots. And I got 5 of these 2-inch pots. I'm really worried about the weight of this thing, but you know, it was on Pinterest, so it must have worked for somebody. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I got 10 of these little 1-inch pots. All of these I got at Michael's. All of these supplies I got at Michael's. So those are the pots that I got. And then I also got some of this dry foam floral stuff, and that's because in these bigger pots I'm going to glue some of this into it so I can stick the flowers in it and secure them a little better. I also got some, it's moss, but well, this is by Ashland. I don't know, it doesn't say anything special about it, it's just moss. They have a darker green color and they have this kind of a grayish green. I wanted to use the grayish green because the green I have for the leaves is a brighter green and I wanted to have more contrast. Let's see. I also got this twine at Michael's, and that is to end up putting the twine through the hole of the pot and pull it around, and then you wrap it around the grapevine wreath and tie a knot, and that's how it gets secured to the wreath. You'll see that. So you want to have a good amount of that stuff. Here's my flowers, and let's see if there's anything else in there. I think that was it as far as the materials go. Yep. I picked up a couple of these, no, I guess I just picked up one. Thing of flowers. I am not planning to use it all put together. I'm going to cut this apart and arrange the flowers how I want it. This also has a little butterfly that I can put on there in some place. And I'm actually going to disconnect the leaves from here as well and use them in different places. So I really like the bright color of this instead of the muted colors that were in that picture. I think that's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful wreath, but I really wanted something fun and that really screamed summer. So I think this is going to be nice. Okay, and I was really obsessive with this in Michael's. There were several of these things. I actually picked, of this kind of silk flower. I actually picked this up, counted every flower on it. And then I picked up another one and counted every flower on that, and actually found that this particular one had 5 more flowers than the other ones I looked at. So why would you pay the same price but not get as many? You know how sometimes these things fall off. So Okay, as an additional thing for leaves, I bought ivy kind of stuff. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna put this on, but I thought this would look pretty. And now, yeah, I'm just gonna go put this thing together. So the first step in this project, as I mentioned, is to tie the pots in different places, different angles, all the way around the wreath. Tie them very securely. You want to intermix the little ones and the big ones. After that's tied on, I will show you how it looks. And then we start to we glue in the foam and start arranging the flowers and the leaves. And then we start putting the moss in. Now there's not necessarily flowers in every pot. So with these little tiny ones, I may very well just end up taking a hot glue gun and just gluing in just some moss spilling out of it. There's really no right way to do it. So you just kind of have to decide what you think looks good. So I'll just kind of show you as we go along. So here's the wreath with all of the pots on it. I ended up using, how many did I use? 3. I used all 4 of the bigger pots. It just seemed to work well that way. I used 1, 2, 3, 4 of the mid-sized pots and 8 of the little pots. And this is how the back of it looks with all of the twine. Just want to make sure that you get it tied on there really tight. It's real easy for the twine to go loose on you when you're getting ready to pull, so it might be a 2-person job if you have trouble with that. I was able to pull it off on my own, but that part of it was just a little bit trickier. So it's starting to come together a little bit. You can see that I put foam in. I put them in the 3-inch pots and in the 2-inch pots. And then I also put a little dab of hot glue when I stabbed them into each one, because this is gonna be out on my porch and we're kind of windy here. And so I wanted to make sure that they would stay in place. So now I'm gonna put the moss and some leaves in, and we'll see if we can bring this thing together. Okay, here is the finished wreath. I'm so excited about how it came out. Yeah, really, really cute. Wasn't really very difficult to make. If you guys like this, I would say give this a try. Once again, I will link this in the space below for where I got the inspiration for my project. And there are so many cute wreaths that you can find on Pinterest. But this one had just caught my eye for a while, and I'm really, really excited about it. So there you have it. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope I'll see you again on my Flagstaff home. Bye-bye.